On June 7, 1776, during the American Revolution, Richard Henry Lee presents a resolution for independence to the Continental Congress. But who was Richard Henry Lee? And why was this resolution so important? Before being chosen as a Virginia delegate to the Continental Congress, Richard Henry Lee had served many years in Virginia's House of Burgesses in Williamsburg. He was a first cousin of Henry Lee II, the grandfather of Confederate Civil War General Robert E. Lee. This makes Richard Henry Lee and Robert E. Lee first cousins twice removed. Lee's resolution was important because it forced the Congress to begin formally considering taking the bold step to declare independence. Although no vote on independence was taken that day, it got the ball rolling. A few days later, the Congress created the Committee of Five, which was tasked with drafting a formal declaration. The members of that committee were John Adams of Massachusetts, Roger Sherman of Connecticut, Robert Livingston of New York, Thomas Jefferson of Virginia, and Benjamin Franklin of Pennsylvania. On July 2nd, less than a month after Lee presented his resolution, the Congress voted to declare independence from Britain and approved Thomas Jefferson's formal Declaration of Independence 2 days thereafter. In fact, the final section of the Declaration of Independence was taken nearly word for word from the Lee resolution. It states that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states. Here are other events that happened today in history. In 1692, earthquakes and a tsunami destroyed the infamous pirate haven Port Royal, Jamaica. In 1866, Native American chief Seattle dies in a village near the U.S. city that bears his name. In 1939, King George VI becomes the first reigning British monarch to visit the United States. In 1976, an article is published in New York Magazine that inspires the 1977 film Saturday Night Fever. In 1979, the Texas legislature passes a bill declaring Juneteenth a state holiday to mark the end of slavery. In 1986, Heisman Trophy winner Bo Jackson is picked in the 4th round of the MLB draft by the Kansas City Royals. In 1993, Croatian NBA star Drazen Petrovic dies in a tragic car accident on Germany's Autobahn. And now it's time for our Today in History quiz. When did the NFL and AFL fully unite their operations and integrate their regular season schedules? 1966, 1968, 1970, or 1972? Liked learning about the Lee Resolution? Then you'll love this one about the Declaration of Independence that comes just 4 weeks later. Tap the screen to keep the story going on Today in History.